Hello and a very good evening to you. Londoners are being let down by the Crown Prosecution Service, with more than 180 cases being dropped or delayed in courts across the capital every week. That's according to a new report by the Conservatives on the London Assembly, which highlights the extent of the problem and the cost to the taxpayer. The CPS says that the reasons that many cases are dropped are beyond their control. Here's our Home Affairs correspondent, Guy Smith.
This woman received an apology from the Crown Prosecution Service after her case against a man accused of assaulting her collapsed. A prosecutor at Ealing Magistrates Court had suddenly decided to offer no evidence.
The prosecutor knew I was stood waiting to give evidence. In fact, he stopped me from walking into the courtroom and then declared no evidence. There can be no other reason other than the fact that he didn't want to fight the case, he wasn't prepared, and so he took the easy option out.
Her case is unusual, but a new report commissioned by the London Assembly Conservative Group highlights continuing concerns about the CPS. According to this report, more than 180 cases in both magistrates and Crown courts in London are dropped or delayed every week because of failures by the prosecution or the court system. More than a third are delayed due to problems such as the prosecution not being ready, the absence of witnesses like police and professional experts, or indeed the prosecutor failing to attend court. It even comes down to basic issues like an interpreter not being available or courtroom equipment breaking down. 2/3 of cases are dropped because there's insufficient evidence or the witness doesn't turn up. In total, nationally, this costs the taxpayer more than £17 million a year.
I think it's extremely concerning, particularly for victims of crime, because when the justice system fails them in this way, of course, they're less likely to report a crime in future.
Since the beginning of the year, we have seen significant improvements both in effective trial rates, conviction rates, and in a drop in prosecution reasons for ineffective trials.
But there's an old legal saying that justice delayed is justice denied. The emotional cost to victims and witnesses here in the capital can be immeasurable. Guy Smith, BBC London News.